Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we are going to be setting up coal coke automation and also getting some seeds and start farming. So I hope you guys are ready. So, big plans today. The bog earth has changed, and actually you can use the acceleration wand on the earth here to turn it into bog earth faster. And what we can do is actually break this. Now, I would like to make a shovel, just to get a quick shovel. A shivel. There we go, a shovel. Good old-fashioned iron shovel. Alright, and I'll just use that on that, if I can put it in my inventory. There we go. And that should give us a little bit of peat. And return a little bit of dirt to us. Now, if we want to make this stuff again, I think last episode I just used regular dirt. But honestly, you can take this dirt and duplicate your dirt with some gravel and make coarse dirt. Because coarse dirt can be used in these same recipes. So if you want to make bog like this, look at that. You can make humus, you make bog earth. You can actually use coarse dirt to do that. I'm going to probably seal up most of this water. Now that I know I can use an acceleration wand on this thing, it is definitely not necessary to have that much water laying around. So, yeah. I don't know why it won't let me put it in my inventory. I guess while it's in my offhand, it has a big problem with me putting it elsewhere. I do need to keep a infinite water source over here temporarily as we move things around. So a couple things I wanted to test today as we move forward, because we're at a turning point. We have several tech mods that we're going to have to be getting into very soon. And I want to test out string, because if we can get string, that means we can get into immersive engineering, which we're going to definitely need to get into as soon as possible. The sooner we get into immersive engineering, the better off we'll be. So let's take some more iron. We'll make a axe real quick. See, it won't let me put it in my it won't let me put it in my hand. It's probably because of my offhand button. This being in my offhand. Very weird. Alright, so we have that. I'm just going to leave that there for right now. And I guess we can go ahead and throw the dirt back in my inventory and the peat. So we have peat now, which means we can make bone meal. So I want to see what seeds we actually get from bone milling the ground. So we should be able to take some of the compost here that's been building up. Throw that in. And that'll allow us to make some bone meal. There we go. Plenty of bone meal. What we need to do with this is, of course, bone meal the ground. And breaking grass. Do we get seeds? I think we do. So we got rice seeds and seeds. So rice seeds alone, that is a nice foundation for us. That's gonna, I'm not really worried about food, but that'll get us slime, which would be really nice. Ah, that's what I was looking for. Industrial hemp. Perfect. With an acceleration wand, bone meal is honestly not a thing. Is that cactus? We get straight up cactus just from breaking grass. What even? Crazy. Okay. We got flax seeds. That alone is grass, or that alone is string. So we're good there. That will definitely get us. I thought I was going to have to go through a totally different rabbit hole to just get string started. There is a way to automate string, which we'll work on probably eventually, because we'll probably have to. It all depends on what all requires that. Miniature void seeds. Wait, what? Content tweaker. Avoid carrot. Culinary generator. Wait, this has to be used. Found randomly by cutting grass. But what is this used for? What is avoid carrot going to be used for? It's part of content tweaker. That's weird. Anyways, moving on. I think we might have to use Steve Carts as well in this. Oh, maybe. For farming automation. We'll see. We'll see how things go. Because I know eventually we might have to get into like some simple farming. So, oh, a red orchid. That's redstone right there. Is there anything else? Ender lilies? Is that something that you can get? content twigger taking the place of ender lilies. We also need all this dye, the red flowers anyways, so I don't have a problem using my bone mill for this because we're going to have to get these flowers done anyways. You could actually set up probably automation to do this for you if you had a small enough patch of grass. There we go. So that's plenty of stuff. We need to be getting hemp, coffee seeds, flax seeds. So these are the two things that we definitely need. This is beetroots is red dye. These poppy flowers, that's going to help us get into botania very soon. And then cactus, which is green dye and probably used for a lot of different things. That's the funniest part builder I've ever seen. What is this used for? Oh. Oh. Wait, is it using creosote oil to turn it into charcoal? Or is it looks like it's producing. 4 cactus produces charcoal, turns into creosote oil. Huh. I've not seen that in that conversion. But the cactus green, that's where I was wondering what this might be used for other than a dye. I'm sure it's used in several things. I know it's definitely used in immersive. Right? We've seen that, say, the dye is cooked. This right here, it's used in this to make flare cartridges. Wax casings. Okay. It definitely has its uses. So we'll go from there. Let's go ahead and get some water. We need a bucket. Because we're going to have to plant a few things. It's going to be hard for me to get used to that. Not allow me to place it in my hand slot. We need some slabs. As long as it's not the hand that you activate the thing in, I guess it works. So right here, we can just break this. Can't wait to get some better materials so I can... I guess I could have started off and built a better tinker's tool. Then I could have made it as fast as I wanted it. And I wouldn't be stuck here. We might actually make a tinker's tool just for regular use. That would work pretty good. Alright, let's get our bucket. Like I said, get this infinite water over here. We don't need a very big farm. I'm going to make a very tiny one. Let's do... Make a little hoe. Just a little one. Oh, nice. We get actually additions worms as well. Oh, that's going to help out a lot, actually. Okay, so, to get started, flax seeds, hemp seeds, industrial hemp. We will put the hemp in the back row. Flax seeds, those can go here. We can acceleration 1 all this. Look at that, we have string now. Like, you can't beat that. That gives us string. We can use that for all kinds of different things. Another big thing that we're going to need is rice seeds. There needs to be a whole row for this as well. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that should be 8, 9. So 9 of those. It'll give us rice. We can make rice dough. Let's go ahead and build this up to its main tier. That'll make things faster for this as well. So yeah, we're doing a little bit of farming now. Nice. Minecraft Farming Simulator 2018. I'm going to move that rice seeds here. Rest of the industrial hemp can go here. Get you up to size. Oh, I just noticed. You see when when it changes like this? That means it's raining, but he's got rain disabled. But it still goes into a rainy state. Which I think is kind of crazy. It's like when you use this on these plants, it like insta grows. Which is insane. There we go. Perfect. Eventually we can probably get garden cloches and stuff like that if that needs to be set up. I don't know if it does. But right now, we have tons and tons of different plantable resources. The red orchid, you can plant that on a block of redstone. Or not redstone, redstone ore. And it'll work. Let's get some sand. 2 pieces of sand I think will be good for this. That was weird. That was a short storm. We can actually place this anywhere. Not there. I forgot. We have to put a slab underneath. And we'll just close it off. This side should be a little bit easier. Did I do that right? Yeah. There we go. Place our sand. And then we get our cactus gone. Alright. Think we can accelerate this, maybe? Yes. So this can be accelerated as well. You can accelerate the growth ticks. And I think if you... I don't know if it's the bottom block you accelerate to grow the top one, or you have to grow this one. You have to accelerate the next up to get it to grow. Perfect. And we have cactus. All of this is ready to go. So if you take a look at our seeds. So we have miniature void seeds. I still don't know what this does. Melon seeds, rice seeds, pumpkin seeds, coffee seeds. We actually need canola as well. That's going to be something we're going to have to do. So I guess I'll just do this. Leave a little patch of grass. Because we are going to need to plant canola seeds. I almost forgot about those. Okay. Maybe stomp this out so we don't actually need this area. That was a weird animation. Like, took my crafter and like spun it all in circles. Oh. That was glitched out. This one probably is too. It's weird. There it goes. Okay, so with that all said and done, I wonder if we can accelerate this block. Does that worm get accelerated? How does it actually work? I wonder if that's actually a thing. I don't know. Anyways, we're spending way too much time on seeds. Way too much time. Now that we have string and stuff, that would allow me to hopefully get started with immersive engineering. We're going to see. Because there's a couple things we need. We're going to need a blast furnace. Or not a blast furnace. Coke. Yeah, blast brick. That's what we need. So we are going to need some blast bricks. We need nether brick, regular brick, to make a blast furnace. And then eventually I want to upgrade to the reinforced. I think we can get steel, though. A certain way. Let's see. Can we make steel any other way than the blast furnace? Doesn't look like it. That's the only version of steel. So we will have to use this. I was saying maybe we can do it in the other, or thermal, but I don't think we can do it in the thermal. The improved blast furnace is something that I want to get to, and we have to get steel to make that improved blast furnace. Okay, to do this we need coke. Well, we can actually make coke using an augment and using power, which would make it automatable. So we could make this, but as you can see, the recipe for this requires coal. In order to get coal, we gotta go through another rabbit hole all in itself, which is gonna require pulverized coal to get coal. So we're gonna need 2 coke ovens, right? 2 coke ovens on themselves. Alright, and getting coke brick requires sand, or sandstone, gravel, and brick. Okay. To get normal brick, we just do gravel. Makes so much sense, right? Okay, so we should be able to do that. We can also make our alloy as well. All right, let's grab some gravel. There we go. We have some right there. So to go ahead and get our 2 coke ovens done, I went ahead and got the brick all made up. Everything's ready to go. I think we just need to make the coke ovens. So yeah, we need 2 of these, I think, just to get started. So that should be, I'm just going to go ahead and make a bunch of this. That should be plenty to get us 2 of these made. Now, I have this area here and this area over here. For right now, I'm just going to go ahead and start making these ovens. Now, these are a 3x3 multi-block. So for right now, I'm just going to build them side by side in the center parts. Have 2 of them going like that. I don't know, is the wands mod in here? We do have a wand. We have a builder's wand. So that makes that a little bit easier. Okay, so let's take this. We need to get ourselves a hammer. Not any hammer, just an engineer's hammer, which is why we needed that string. So let's take this. Then we can click these, I think. Yes, to activate them. Now we have some coke ovens. All right, so these can be automated, which is very nice of them. But we need to get a few things done. All right, so we might need a few machines for this. That's why I said I want to get this set up as fast as possible. We need coal. In order to make coal, we need to put the pulverized coal in here to get coal. Or pulverized charcoal. So we need charcoal is one of the things we're going to need. So let's go ahead and get charcoal done. Now we need this going into a pulverizer. I have charcoal automated already. What we need is a different colored dye. That's why I have access to red dye now. And green. Pretty much have access to all color dyes though. Take a poppy. I'll do 2. Ender chest. Why not? We'll take 2 of those. We'll just place one of these guys down over here because this is where our charcoal is automated. I think it's actually right here, right? Yeah. Well, we may or may not have enough charcoal. Yikes. I might actually need to get a mass production thing set up for that. We're probably, well, you know what? We're going to do that behind here. That'll be fine. So, barrels. Definitely wood. Furnaces. Let's make some. So we can do 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe? 5? Just to make it even. Or odd, depending on how you look at it. 1, 2, 3. Actually, we need to block off this middle one. We'll just do 3. Or 4, I mean. We'll do 4. That'll work. Take our item barrel. We might need to lift these up off the ground 1. That's what I'm going to do. These bad boys are going to come off the ground. And like, a lot of this stuff, I'm literally just doing this off the top of my head. So, I'm just coming up with this as I go. Which may or may not be the best idea for doing this, but I don't know. If it gives you guys any ideas, you guys, of course, can make it a lot better looking than what I've done. So the item barrel, we need to route this to the middle and the top, and then export from the bottom. To do that, I'm just going to throw a barrel right here. We can probably put faces, actually. I might need to take that, pull that back out. We'll actually use flat transfer nodes for this, and some transfer nodes, and some pipe. So we'll set this to extract, like this, and that'll allow us to put this directly next to these. Like that. Then we'll transfer node here and here. Don't want that connecting. Or that. So many connections I have to disconnect. There we go. So this little setup will produce a bunch of charcoal. That should produce a lot. And we'll take this. This is going to be our export. Is that not pulling out? It's probably got to fill. That is not pulling from the sides, is it? Weird. We'll just do this then. Because that will work. There we go, so now we can see it. Alright, so yeah, we have all of this hooked up. Now we hook the pipes up. And what we'll do is we'll just set this going directly into this chest. I do need to label this chest before it starts filling with charcoal. We'll do a double on that one. So, double red going in here. Perfect. I'll have to remember that. Poppies. Double red. Okay, so the charcoal's going in there. We also have charcoal going in here, which we don't need. And over here. Got things piping in everywhere. We don't need charcoal going anywhere. Apparently that produces creosote somehow. I don't know how. So, pulverizer. That's the next step. Okay. Pulverizer. That is going to knock everything down for us. Get some copper gears. Bam, pulverizer. Let's go ahead and get a point. Oh, we need redstone. Eventually we'll get the automation set up to make these things. Okay, pulverizer should be pretty easy. We'll set that right here. Clear out the connections. Give it some power. Right, there it goes. And in the back, we want it to export. I don't think there's anything that it gives us, is it? Or is there? No, there's no like secondary output. Okay. I don't think. Doesn't look like it. Okay. So, input from the top, charcoal, output in the back. That should go in here, start cooking. Perfect. Transfer node to here. Should give us coal. And there we go. So, we now have the coal coke ovens set up and ready to go. Producing this, we need a bunch of it over time. So having this already done is going to be really nice. So let's go ahead and put this chest here. And as you can see, there's our charcoal. Plenty of that being made. And that should just continue running. Now, creosote is something that we're going to run into, and we can store some of it. We will need a ender tank. I think I have one. So, go ahead and use this. I need probably two. Well, one we're going to void. So we do need a trash. So we'll trash this side. Right? I do need to pull from here. Pull from here. We'll trash this one. That should be trashing the creosote. Oh, sorry, I have this backwards. Oh, I guess I need one of those on me, don't I? We have both these backwards. That should be trashing the fluid. There we go. This one is going to be tanking the fluid. And I actually want to change the color. To yellow. All yellow. There we go. So that should be storing fluid. Whether it may not be much, but it still will store some fluid. This will build up coal coke for us. We can get another ender chest. What color we want to go with here? We can do 3. 3 red on this. Solid red. Now, a cool thing we can do is actually program this. Pick it up, and we should be able to combine it with another one to give it the same colors, I think. So we pick it up, if we combine it with this, there we go. It adds the same color, so we don't have to waste any more dye. And, last but not least, transfer node. Going into the chest, and that'll give us coal coke. Very, very simple here. And works. Can't believe I just placed that by accident. But anyways, yeah, that's some very simple automation for this. We needed to get this done like before anything else, to be honest. Because as you can see, this is going to be one of those tasks that really, really, really needs work. Oh, this needs to be in auto mode, by the way. But yeah, this is going to take some time. This is definitely one of those things. As we're doing other things, this will be building up. We also need to get into the steel. Steel is another thing, a big issue that we're going to have to work on. And we should be able to fit that over here. So we should be able to have 2 of those machines, or at least 1. We only need 1 furnace. And that should be able to fit right here. If anything. We should be able to fit it right here. I hope. I hope. If anything, we just put it in the ground. We can have 2 blast furnaces in the ground. Those are not as automatable. Like I said, we do need this coal coke. This is used for a lot of things, actually. In the crusher is going to be used to make coal coke dust. Coal coke dust is used to make hop graphite dust, which in the long run will end up being used in our arc furnace, which the arc furnace actually has some recipes that we will need to use. This is how you make diamond, by the way. Yeah, diamond is made this way. I think it's probably one of the last ones, yeah. Lapis and compressed cobalt. What is a compressed cobalt? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. He did not. Look at all these items from Content Tweaker, by the way. So we have the cobalt, which is a crazy thing. We have these different runes. The rune of comedy. Wait, what is... You put it in a time machine. What are all the recipes for time machine? Sap makes amber. Liquid glass turns into red crystal clusters. All your crystal clusters are made this way. Crude oil, sourced from bio. Stone can be turned into ancient stone for Thaumcraft. Oh, these are going to be used for... so the miniature void seeds are used to make void seeds for Thaumcraft. That makes sense. You can make ancient stone from stone brick using a time machine. What is this? What even is this? Timma, what is this? Come on. Dragon eggs can be made with void... Oh, from void seeds. That's not that hard to get, actually. egg yolk, milk, and protein soup. You actually need protein soup to make milk. That's kind of weird. Protein soup you get from biomass, which, I mean, you can start that like right now with actually additions. So, we are getting somewhere, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this Let's Play so far. There's some interesting stuff that we're going to be diving into. I really like these concepts. And yeah, there's some new things to be coming in the future. I do have some actual normal Let's Plays that I'm doing, like some other games that I'm also trying to do. Also, some people mentioned Modpack information. So, they were like, oh, I was hoping you were making another Modpack. I'm currently in the process. I can't believe I just broke that torch. I'm in the process. Making Modpack takes a lot of time, so just keep that in mind. I'm currently in the process of making another lovely Modpack. It'll be totally different than Bounds. It's not going to be like Bounds 2 or anything like that. But I hope you guys stick around. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also give this video a thumbs up, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And as always, thanks for watching.